Black women have the worst attitudes in the country. Overly aggressive and masculine. You want to fight everyone. You think that you run the world. You inflate yourself. I'm the best. I'm the baddest when you're not. You're bad built. Your attitude's bad. No one wants to be with you. This is a problem. Black women need to stop being out here thinking that being thick is healthy. And I'm not talking about all the curvy girls out there. I'm talking about these big ass double cheeseburgers out here. Some of you bitches are built like 2 double stackers. It's a problem. And people wonder why black women have so many health problems. It's because of your eating habits and you lacking the discipline to go out and work out and to build yourself and maintain the proper decent health. Yeah, girl, you may have an ass, but your stomach has an ass too. That's a problem. Mixed women are more valuable partners than black women are. The beauty that can be found in a black woman can be found in a mixed girl. It's something we see all the time. Black women don't like this. They don't like the attractiveness and I would say the submissiveness, all that comes from a mixed woman. They don't like it. They're jealous of mixed women. We see it all the time. Mixed women are the enemy of black women because mixed women are what black women used to be. Upstanding, of good quality, beautiful, not just because they have a shape and some body. It's more of their personality. Black women have such a deep hatred of mixed women because they know that mixed women have more value and are looked at by men of more value than they are. Black women are jealous of mixed women and their hair. Black women will sit back and talk shit about mixed women and their hair all day. Oh, the curly hair. I can't stand curly hair hoes. Well, why don't you wear your natural hair, heifer? All this does is highlight the insecurity a lot of black women have about their own selves and their own hair. They don't like that someone who's adjacent to them in skin tone can wear their hair so naturally and not have to put on all these wigs and all these fucking hats and shit. Some of you hoes are walking around like Inspector Gadget with all these damn disguises and shit. I've seen tons of black women attack mixed women because of their hair, or even lighter skinned women who have better hair, or even darker skinned women who have decent hair. Black women have no room to criticize when bitch you wear all these hats and shit. Black women are extremely jealous of mixed race women.
The over-sexualization of black women just shows that black women have nothing else to offer other than sex. The black community has devalued black women, making them up to just a stripper or to just a singer that can shake their ass rather than a woman that brings something to the table of value.
First of all, let me say, I know these clips are infuriating because it's always the men with the patchy beards, jacked up hairlines. They have a face that should be covered by a COVID mask 24/7. They always are fixing their halitosis-filled mouths to say something greasy about black women while sitting in their 2011 Ford Fiestas wearing last week's draws. But you know what? Let me show y'all ladies something. This man has 44.5 thousand followers, 1.2 million likes, built off of disrespecting black women. You see what he says in his bio? Critiquing black culture. But I think a dirty little secret that we don't want to admit, that a large part of black culture is critiquing and degrading black women. And honestly, since I've started this whole social media thing, it's very insulting that I see two of the main ways to make it really big as a black man online is either bashing black women or grifting / pandering to them. And, it's really upsetting to me. But this video, we're going to talk about the first option, men that are just out and out with their hatred. Now, this man contradicted himself and straight up lied on black women, talking about black women say that they hate those curly-headed heifers. In what world have you ever heard a black woman talk like that or say that? What? And then on one side of things, he says that black women are bad for wearing wigs and hair hats and all of that, but then says that mixed women are the ones with decent hair. Well, if you think that black women have bad hair, then why would you shame them for covering it up? Now, I want to make this clear, and of course, I feel like you guys would already know this, but I definitely don't believe that black women have bad hair. There is no bad hair. There's only different types and textures of hair. I have 4C hair. And, beyond that, there are plenty of black women that wear their natural hair or natural styles or even natural wigs like kinky straight and afro curly. And even if they have a 30-inch bust down, so what? That's cool too. Anyway, but, he says that black women have nothing to offer and they're not as valuable as mixed women, but then says that black women think that all they have to offer is sex. And wouldn't you think that too, since you literally said that black women have nothing to offer? Like the double talk, the arguments that make no sense. He says that black women are out of shape and unhealthy when black women have some record high life expectancies right now. However, black men have the highest mortality rates. and the worst health status of any race or any gender group in the US. So really, what are you talking about? He says that black women have the worst attitudes while building a platform just to beat down black women. That's having a terrible attitude, right? But I think I'm just coming to grips with that really in society, that when you're harmful to black women, that's when your worth skyrockets. The same way with women that make pick me content that really tears black women apart. If you notice, those women have 40K, 50K, 100K followers because people are able to congregate and degrade black women based on this fake sense of morality. And if you're a black man and you degrade black women, i.e. the late not so great Kevin Samuels, men will follow you to be entertained by the disrespect of black women. Think about the popularity that skyrocketed with Tory Lanez once he was accused of, before he was even convicted of, pew pew and Meg the Stallion. You know what I'm saying? And I really wish that we as a community would deeply look at how we publicly treat black women and understand that the deep distrust that a lot of black women have towards black men comes from not only how we are treated, but by how the community responds to that mistreatment. It's literally nothing to disrespect the black woman or the collective of us. Black men and unfortunately black women turned a blind eye to it. But when there is any perceived disrespect to a black man, everybody is yelling, bring them out, like T.I. And it's really a shame. And what's even more sad is that there are so many black women that will run to a black man's aid and defense and destroy a sister in the process. And if that man had to return the favor and go against a black man for them, he never would. And we see that time and time and time again. Just the simple fact that there are, I was about to say something, but I'm not even about to be messy. I just really wish that we could get into a place in the black community where the disrespect of the black woman, especially public disrespect, would not be tolerated. That we would actually take the time to center black women specifically. And it's almost a dirty word to say, I would like black women, biological black women, to be centered specifically. Us. Because as I say so many times, everyone else has a level of protection. Everyone else has a level of defense. Everyone else can start spaces and say, hey, it's just me, except black women. And I wasn't going to say this, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it because there have been so many people that have recently, with all of this stuff with the creators, the male creators that I exposed. I'm not even going to say their names. Y'all know who I'm talking about if y'all seen any of my content as of late. But, you know, I've been called T-phobic, H-phobic, all of these words because I said that I would like a space for black women to be able to build a network and sisterhood and congregate together where we could talk about the issues that affect us only. I've been attacked for simply saying that. I've been told and seen videos where people talk about how black women are oppressors of certain demographics. Like, you know, I don't even know if I can even say these things without people reporting my video or trying to destroy me. But it's just like, where can you speak about it? Because I was just looking, and I'm just going to say this. I was looking and I saw, and I didn't see any problem with it. I thought that it was great. I thought that it was fantastic. But I felt like, let me just say what I saw, and then I'll explain. I was on the Neighborhood Talk on Instagram, right? And I saw that T.S. Madison created, I think it was like kind of like a halfway house or a home or whatever for trans women, for them and their issues and the things that they face and go through. I said, that's amazing. That's great. They deserve their own spaces. But I can only imagine if there was a woman that said, hey, I want this space strictly for biological women. What can we do about this? Can this just be for biological women? There would be all type of backlash and outrage. And I don't even think a lot of the outrage It would come from trans women, of course, but a lot of it would be from biological women that would have no problem attacking their fellow sisters for trying to curate a space just for them. You know what I'm saying? And I find that to be very, very, very strange. So it's just upsetting to me because I just feel like, as I see what's going on in the world right now, where can a black woman exist? Where can a black woman say, hey, this is just for me and my sisters? Can this just be for me? I don't understand what's going on because everyone else literally can do this. As I just told you, like, I don't understand. And it's like, it's at the point where it's like you're almost afraid to say anything because I've already been cussed out on TikTok, cussed out on my pages where I had to block people telling me all of these horrible things and saying that's not even true. Like, but I'm just going to keep going, you guys. I just really would like people to respect black women. Respect biological black women. I feel like I need to make that distinction because I don't feel like we have any protection. I do feel like other demographics are protected. Like you can't say anything about them. You can't do anything without receiving backlash. But people can come and call black women Bs and 304s and nothing and say they have no worth and value. And people's, followings will skyrocket with that disrespect. And, I just wish that people would understand that when you do that, all it does is encourage people, other races, other demographics, whatever, to dehumanize and disrespect black women continuously. And, when I was looking at this man's page, all I saw in the comments were black men, white women agreeing with this man and disrespecting black women. And it's wild to me. And I'm going to read some of the comments. Devontae Dixon, this is so true. I love dating outside or biracial. No lie. Dennis Torres, as an Uber driver, you're on point. Michelle, truth. Adrian's Adventures, sir, you're saying the total truth. Perry, spot on. As always, sir, right on. And then, what really blew me is that I see black women agreeing. Here's a comment from a black woman. I agree, but I'm not that kind of black. Ashley Silman Mosley. Here's another one. Shanna Boo. As a black woman, I approve. I'm the opposite of that, though. And this sick, twisted thing that a lot of black women are doing right now, wanting validation from the very men that hate them or from the very men that really don't care about them. Like, I don't understand this. And they will want this validation and crave this validation from the black men while they will actively try to separate from their sisters. And honestly, like I said, it's disturbing to me. It really points to a problem that I've really been trying to speak on. But, every time I try to talk about it, there are so many women that get mad at me. Like I said, cuss me out, send me DMs, say all type of wild stuff. And, it's a problem. I don't care if you're mad at me or not. This desire for validation from men, this desire for validation from black men, more specifically, is problematic. It's like, why do you as a black woman need to prove your worth to a black man? And then this black man, we're talking about this guy, he has a patchy beard and he looks like the inside of his ears stink. So it's like, why do you need to prove to him that you're one of the good ones? And it's not like it just happens with him. I see this with black women often. This downright begging and desperation for the crumbs of attention and validation and kind words from black men. It must stop. And like some of y'all don't even care if the man is married. He not your man. You just want to hear something from somebody that ain't even yours. Like you want a man to stand behind you and protect you. He not even your man. Like, what are you doing? Like, honestly, we as black women, we've got to forget about what these men say, what these men think, and we have to care about our own opinion. And what's crazy is that the non-black people on this man's page, I promise you, they feel the exact same way about him that they do about us. But he's just too stupid to understand that because they're giving him his coon butter biscuits. And it's really sad because White men would never, ever allow him to come in, degrade their women, and get away with it, and encourage it. But black men do that so often. And, I just want to say, if you're a black woman and you really want black women to do better, and you really want black women to be able to be independent and more successful, then we have got to, I don't know how many times I have to say it, but we have got to look inside for validation and love. We also have to look to our fellow sisters for acceptance. Will everything be perfect? No. Will you like everything that each other says? No. Will we disagree on things? Yes. Could some of them be major? Yes. Maybe our ideologies may differ. But as long as we keep in mind that we are black women living a shared experience and we want the best for one another and want each other to be happy, we will be okay. Really. And, a lot of this stuff that's happened on my page in the last few days has really opened my eyes at how quickly there have been so many black women willing to throw me aside because they don't agree with one thing that I've done, or they don't like the way I said this or the way that I did that. I am not a perfect person. I am flawed just like everybody else. And people get on my nerves and I have no idea why. I don't have a right to say, hey, you're getting on my nerves or whatever, or I just don't know. But I will say the thing that has kept me afloat and made me say, you know what, I'm not going to give up is the support of so many beautiful, supportive, amazing sisters that have spoken life into me. As I said before, I may not be able to reply to all of you, but I see your comments. I see the love. I appreciate it. I see the support of my channel. Thank you so much. I love y'all, honestly. And this is why I say all the time is that people don't want black women to realize who we are and how powerful we are. Black women are very loving. Black women are very supportive. Black women will have your back and speak the best life into you that will have you feeling like $1,000,000. Okay? But everybody want to say that we're public enemy number one, and it's not true. It's not, And I'll just say, I guess the reason why everything was going on is because I'm tired. I'm tired of everybody profiting off of us and our pain and our struggles. And I just see that everybody can profit off of us except us, And I think all of this social media stuff, and even when you think about black fishing, I made a lot of videos about black fishing. It's black women aren't marketable, supposedly, but women who pretend to be black women are. Make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess I'm getting off topic. I just want to say I appreciate y'all, and we've just got to figure out a way to really uplift and pour into each other, because these people that are rage baiting and want to degrade black women for bucks, it's not going to stop. And nobody's protecting us from it because we don't have any protection. We're the only group that has only ourselves to rely and depend on. Just us. And I wish that more black women, even black women with different ideologies, would understand that. At the end of the day, if you sister, you need a whole group of people to stand beside you. The same black women that you're going crazy on because you don't like how they think or what they're saying or their ideology, they will be the only ones that will defend you. They will be the only ones to back you. Everyone else will turn their head like they didn't see you. And you'll be thinking, oh, wow, I've mammied for these groups. I've mewed for these groups. I've yelled and screamed and did this for y'all, but you won't return the favor. No, they won't. But anyway, I don't even understand. Hopefully you guys get what I'm saying. Hopefully y'all not trying to cancel me over this, but this has been on my spirit. And I felt like I had to say it because it's sometimes I feel like, am I alone out here? How many people understand what I'm saying? How many black women really feel me? But let me just get off of it. All right, I digress, y'all. If you watch this whole video, I really appreciate you. And, if you watch this video, I'll just drop a 0 down in the comments. Because 0 is that's what these men are. That's what people are pouring into black women. that's what everything that I see is going on right now. It's just empty, zero, nothingness. Like, for real. But anyway, if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. I know times are hard out here. I know that everybody got to make it, and that's no problem at all. Just follow your girl on TikTok. It is free, free, free. And I do live stream there exclusively. Also, if you could do me a favor, I hit 19K. I'm on the road to 20K. If y'all could please help your girl make it to 20K, because it says that 48% of y'all watch my videos and y'all are not subscribed. So please help your girl make it to 20K. It would mean the world to me. And at the end of the day, it won't cost you nothing. Just hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button. And as always, ladies, I really love to hear from y'all. So please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings. Well, wait a minute. Don't tear me up. Please keep it cute. Please don't abuse me. I can't take it right now. All right. Anyway, please drop your thoughts, feelings, and comments down below.